All right, everyone, good morning. Okay, let's get started here. So for today, Monday, June 9th, we have the following information. At 10 a.m., we'll have final wholesale inventories month over month. That is the only report scheduled for today, and it's not an important report, so not expecting much from that. Having said that, taking a look at the markets here, the QQQ ETF. Okay. And currently, we're going to open basically where we closed on Friday, not much higher or lower. And the action on Friday was fairly neutral as well. All right, so let's take a look here at how everything is looking in the pre-market. Before we do, a quick review. So we found for Friday's session, we found two stocks. Neither one of them played out the way I wanted. Google was a bullish opportunity, and although it did go up, it did have a lot more volatility and back and forth than we needed, so we weren't able to stay in a position for that. And for ARM, that one was also a bullish opportunity. Did eventually have a second wind of a move here, but never got to T2. It was above T1, however, but either way, this one we also had to exit early. All right. So that being said, taking a look at the so both were stopped out on. So taking a look at the pre-market, here's what we got so far. All right. So for APLD, this is currently up only 3.6%. So we need it to be up at least 6%. So that one will pass on. And next up, we'll take a look at CTOR, which is currently up about 26% on 6.6 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll add that to our pre-market radar. The symbol again is CTOR. All right, next up is HKPD, which is presently up 11.11% on 1.46 million shares. Is at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add HKPD to our list. Next up is Robinhood HOOD, which is okay. That's only down 2.94%, so not enough. We'll skip that. HSDT is next. That's currently down 18%, but it's below $1 per share, so we'll have to pass on that. We need it to be at least $1 per share. Next up is, let's check micro algo really quickly here. I don't think it's going to be doing much, but let's see. Yep, it's only break even. This stock obviously has had a really big rise and fall, but so far it recently hasn't been anything that we could take advantage of. MBIS is next. That's currently at 4.37%, so not up enough, so we'll skip that one as well. NVIDIA is slightly up and not by much, only up 1.23%, so we'll skip that. NXTT is next. That is currently up 4.41%, so not enough there. We'll skip that one as well. Next one is ONDS, which is presently up 11.76% on 3.3 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add ONDS to our list. Next up is PLTR. Okay, that's only up 0.2%, so not enough, so we'll skip that. Next one is PYPD, which is presently up 18.35% on 16.9 million shares, roughly. It's at least $1 per share. So PYPD is now added. Next up is QUBT, which is presently up 8% on 2.2 million shares, is at least $1 per share. So we will go ahead Add QUBT to our list. Next up is RGTI, which is only up about 4.8%, so not enough, so we'll skip that. RKLB, that's up 4.63%, so not up enough, so we'll skip that one as well. RXRX, that's currently up 6%, 6.01% at 3.2 million shares roughly, and it's at least $1 per share, so that's right at where it qualifies. We'll put that on the list for now. Doesn't look like it's changing to go below 6%, but we'll see. All right, next up is SOGP. That's currently up over 30%, 19.6 million shares, roughly at least $1 per share. So that will be added as well, SOGP. Next up is SVRE. That's only up 1.6%, so not enough. So we'll skip that. And TSLA, Tesla, currently down about 2%, so not a big enough change. TSLL is probably only down, well, it might be down, yeah, 4%. All right, so that's it for what I've found. So let me post what I've found so far in the chat. Now, if you folks see any other stocks meeting all four of our criteria, other than the stocks, of course, already mentioned, let me know in the chat. The four criteria are: must be a NASDAQ listed stock trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market session, must have achieved at least a 6% price change positive or negative at this time, and must have achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume. So if you folks see any other stocks, of course, other than the ones I already mentioned that meet all four criteria, let me know in the chat and we'll take a look. Okay, so I see some stocks are mentioned there, so let's check them out. First up, we have ELAB. Okay, that one's currently up 26.7% on 13 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, so we'll add that. Next up is TPST, which is currently up $32, but it's only 396,000 shares, so that one won't qualify. Okay. Next up is WBD. That's currently up 7.84% on 7.7 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, so we'll go ahead and add WBD to our list. Next up is OMH. That's currently up 65%, 10.2 million shares. Currently it's at $1 per share, but it's right on the cusp. I'll add that to our possibilities list, but I won't add it to the full list at this point. But definitely something we can keep an eye on. All right, so we'll go ahead and wrap up for today's Pre-Market Pulse, folks. Please be sure to like the video. I see we have 3 likes, more than 3 people watching. Please be sure to hit the like button. That greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you get notifications when we produce a new video. And if anyone's watching this video on a replay and you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com. That's our website. You'll see a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone who's part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 18 minutes. We'll pick up for today's trading session. All right, folks. Other than that, have a great trading day, and I'll see you for the next Pre-Market Pulse. Take care.